Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the San Elizario High School class of 2017. Would you please remain standing and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the San Elizario High School Navy Junior ROTC. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Remain standing until the color guard has left the field. The pledge will be led by Eddie Ernesto Conde and the invocation by Kehilani Samantha Archuleta. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Ensign Alvaro Quesada, Cadet Chief Petty Officer Jose Padilla, Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Jose Garcia, Cadet Petty Officer Angela De La Cruz, Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Arturo De La Cruz, Cadet Lieutenant David Aguirre, Cadet Commander Martin Cabral, Cadet Ensign Leslie Reyes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for our time being here together, for all the friends we have made, for all the days of laughter and joy, and for all the times of great discovery and learning. We thank you for those who have given all their time and energy so that we can graduate here today. Our teachers, who we call mentors, our family and loved ones. This chapter of our lives closes so a new one can begin. We present ourselves before you. Come inscribe your words of life into our lives. Fill our minds with your thoughts. Fill our bodies with your strength. Fill our hearts with your dreams. What makes life valuable is that it doesn't last forever. What makes it precious is that it ends. So bless all of us here today, Father, as we begin our future. Amen.
Thank you, Kaylani. And now, please help me welcome the principal of San Elizario High School, Mrs. Maribel Guillen, who will introduce our dignitaries.
Graduates, you may be seated. Parents and staff, you may be seated. Good evening. At this time, I would like to recognize our special guests that are here with us today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2017. We will begin with our school district board trustees. Vice President, Mr. Antonio Araujo. Board Secretary, Mr. Fernie Madrid. Board of Trustee, Mr. Ramon Holguín. Board Trustee, Mr. Armando Martinez. Board Trustee, Mrs. Sandra Lincoln. We would also like to acknowledge the following dignitaries. Mrs. Sylvia Hopp, Superintendent of Schools. Ruben Cervantes, Associate Superintendent. San Elizario High School Administration, Mrs. Elva Chavez, Assistant Principal, Guidance and Instruction. Ms. Christine Jacks, Assistant Principal. Mr. Abel Avila, Assistant Principal, 9th Grade Center. Ms. Gloria Lerma, Administrative Intern. Guadalupe Castro, San Elizario High School Counselor. Paula Hernandez, Counselor. Claudia Hernandez, Counselor. Mrs. Maria Cruz, Student Activities Manager. Also with us today are feeder pattern principals. April Marioni, Garcia Enriquez Middle School. Principal George Augustine, Loya Primary. Principal Teresa Wilkes, Zambrano Elementary. Mrs. Julissa Esquivel, Alarcón Elementary Principal. Ms. Norma Casillas, Principal, Borrego Elementary. We have our Tigua Tribal Councilman, Rudy Cruz. We would also like to acknowledge the senior class sponsor, Carla Ruiz. Welcome to the festivities, San Elizario community. And at this time, I would ask our superintendent, Sylvia Hopp, to come to the podium and address our graduates.
Good evening. On behalf of the San Elizario Board of Trustees and myself, we congratulate the class of 2017. Tonight, we join you in celebrating the journey that has led you to this graduation stage. You have persevered with your talents and abilities in earning your high school diploma, and I want to commend each and every one of you. I have been fortunate to know you as I have seen you grow into wonderful young men and women this school year. Tonight, you and I have something in common. Tonight, you sit here on the field for the first time as high school seniors. And I stand here for the last time as San Elizario I.S.D. superintendent. I have been blessed in my 40-year career in education, and I would like to share advice as you start your future. Follow your passion. You may not know exactly what your passion is at this moment, but seek out jobs and opportunities to allow you to use your strengths and your gifts. Each of you are special and will find your place in this world with those strengths and gifts. Inspire and motivate others. Many of us have been fortunate to find a mentor in our lives, whether it be a family member, a teacher, or a friend. Cherish those mentors and become a mentor and be an example for someone. I want to take the time to acknowledge the efforts of the San Elizario High School faculty, staff, and administration, and of course, your family and friends who supported you throughout this entire process. Continue making them proud of you by working hard and making good choices, because long after you have left San Elizario High School, and no matter how far you go, they will always be a constant and devoted presence in your life. We deeply appreciate the dedication and commitment of our board members who are committed to your ultimate success in this school district. The board believes that your diploma signifies academic excellence and personal achievement of the highest order. And as you walk across the graduation stage tonight with your head held high, I hope that you lead your life in such a manner that you will always be seen in the same light as we will see you in just a full moments full of confidence and joy. Remember, go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. The class of 2017 has the potential to change the world, and I am honored and grateful to share in this meaningful experience with you. Godspeed, class of 2017.
To present our top 10 scholars, we have the San Elizario High School counselors, Mrs. Guadalupe Castro, Mrs. Claudia Hernandez, and Mrs. Paula Hernandez.
Thank you. We would like to introduce our top 10 students. Students need to remain on stage until all have been called. Number 10, Stella Aude Molinar is the daughter of Luz and Jesus Aude. Stella will be at the University of Texas at El Paso in the fall and plans to major in music. Someday she plans to work at or own a successful record label. Number 9, Andres Calderon. Andres is the son of Yvonne and Donald. He plans to attend the University of Texas and study petroleum engineering. He hopes to work with a major oil company and help our environment by preventing future oil spills. Andres continues to strive for excellence in his life with his brother by his side every step of the way. Number 8, Natalie Corona is the daughter of Manuela Corona. Natalie has the good fortune of having Cesar there, Corona and her aunt Erica Corona as additional parental support. Natalie will attend EPCC and plans to transfer to the University of Texas at El Paso. Her ultimate goal is to be an oncologist. Number 7, Laura Blanco is the daughter of Guadalupe and Martin Blanco. She plans to attend the University of Texas at El Paso and major in biology. She hopes someday to be a pediatrician. Number 6, Isabel Parada is the daughter of Maribel and Juan Parada. She plans to attend Sam Houston State University to pursue a degree in forensic science. Isabel plans to become a forensic pathologist.
Number 5, Anaí Galvan, the daughter of Cynthia and Jose Galvan. She plans to attend El Paso Community College and study nursing. She hopes to work in the El Paso area. Number 4, Keilani Archuleta. Keilani is the daughter of Cynthia Estrada and Jake Archuleta. She'll be attending Our Lady of the Lake University in San Antonio, Texas, where she plans to study biology. She plans to become a neonatologist. Number 3, Caress Rydell. She plans to attend the University of Texas at El Paso to pursue a degree in biology and become a conservation biologist. Caress would like to thank Miss Juanita Perez for being like a mother to her. She is grateful to have Miss Perez as a mentor and her biggest support system. Number 2, and your salutatorian for 2017, Miss Huerta. Is the daughter of Yolanda and Marcos Huerta. She'll be attending the University of Texas in the fall and plans to double major in English and communication. She would like to become either a corporate lawyer or a high school communication teacher like Mr. Warfield. Number 1, and your valedictorian for 2017, Miss Madeline Carrasco. Madeline is the daughter of Victor and Norma Carrasco. She plans to attend the University of Texas at El Paso and study her goal is to work as a translator. At this time, we would also like to recognize the top 10% who are dressed in gold tonight. With the top 10%, please stand and be recognized.
Congratulations, our top 10 scholars. We will now have Diana Huerta deliver our salutatory.
Good evening, teachers, staff, parents, family members, and fellow classmates. I stand before you more grateful than ever to sit along what I call the best class, the class of 2017. This class is a group of students who I knew to be kind, super competitive, and lastly, hardworking, for the most part. Because people talk about senioritis being a thing. They were not kidding. Luckily, we all managed because as you can see, we're all sitting here ready to leave the nest. I can surely say I could have never completed my 4 years of high school, nor done everything I have done without the support I was giving from them and my mom and dad, Marcos and Yolanda Huerta. Mamá, papá, gracias por apoyarme en todo lo que he hecho, incluyendo todas las locuras que decidí involucrarme en. Gracias por levantarse a las 6 de la mañana por 4 años para llevarme a la escuela y para motivarme a seguir mis estudios. Gracias por enseñarme, guiarme y amarme, que sin ustedes no estaría ni sería la persona que soy hoy. Los amo mucho. Apart from my parents, literally be killed if I did not thank my 3 older sisters. But luckily, I am glad to say I actually have a reason to thank the girls that became my role models while growing up. Because even though they gave me super large shoes to fill, they are what motivated me to strive for higher. Eunice, thank you for standing by me, for teaching me that life has no right to step all over me, and for encouraging me to challenge myself. Jackie, thank you for becoming the voice of comfort when everything seemed to be falling apart, and for helping me last minute with my essays. And Myra, for providing a sense of reality and wisdom into my life. I love you all. When it comes to my classmates, my best friends consistently push me every day to keep going, and my boyfriend consistently reminded me it was okay to breathe and to have fun every once in a while. And for that, I am grateful. I am also grateful for the teachers and staff who inspired me to follow my dreams. This includes the communication teachers for giving me a sense of direction and for believing in my abilities when I did not. My band teachers for teaching me leadership. My theater teacher for getting me out of my comfort zone. The NHS sponsor for encouraging me to make a difference. My dual credit pre-cal teacher for giving me reason to love a challenge. The janitors for filling my day with kindness. And lastly, our assistant principal, our counselors, our sped clerk, and our principal for always being attentive to my needs and for giving me that extra motivation I needed. Thank you all, and remember that you will have a special place in my heart. But most importantly, I want to thank God for allowing all of this to happen, for loving me and giving me the opportunity to live a life filled with blessings. As the school year comes to an end, I am heartbroken to leave my home, the place that took me in with open arms, the place that saw me more than those in my house. But I am also glad to say goodbye because I know that a life of adventures awaits. For all of my classmates, I encourage you to pursue your dreams. For those entering the medical field, law enforcement, teaching, business, and all those other careers, I'll have you know this class is destined for greatness because we were given a foundation from a school that believed in us. San Elizario High School, I am glad to say we will make you proud. Class of 2017 says goodbye and hello to you. Good evening. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask our principal, Ms. Maribel Guillen, to come up to the podium and certify the diplomas.
As principal of San Elizario High School, I hereby certify that the candidates whose names are about to be called as members of the class of 2017 have successfully completed the requirements for a diploma set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the San Elizario Independent School District Board of Trustees. I would like to ask my assistant principals, Elva Chavez and April Avila, Christine Jacks, and Gloria Lerma, to assist me with the roll call of graduates.
Presenting diplomas this evening will be members of the San Elizario Board of Trustees, Superintendent Mrs. Sylvia Hopp, and San Elizario High School Principal Mrs. Maribel Guillen. Our first set of diplomas will be distributed by Mrs. Hopp, Superintendent, representing Mrs. Irene Hawkes, School Board President, assisted by our counselor, Mrs. Paula Hernandez. Madeline Carrasco. Diana Huerta, Caress Rydell, Keilani Samantha Archuleta, Anaí Galvan, Isabel Parada, Laura Verónica Blanco, Natalie Corona, Andrés Calderón, Stella Aude, Melody Aguilar, Evelyn Aguirre, Kimberly Rose Aguirre, Ezequiel Aguirre, Lisbeth Alamo, Elizabeth Almanzar, Bruce Alvarez, Cynthia Amado, David Arturo Amparan, Eric Arambula. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Antonio Araujo, assisted by Mrs. Paula Hernandez. Steven Aranda, Jesus Arias, Gustavo Arredondo, C. Arroyos, Alejandro Ataide, César Samuel Banderas, Jacqueline Barron, Jonathan Birumen, Álvaro Cabral, Yasmín Calderón, Vivian Cárdenas, Hebe Angie Cardona, Ulises Cardosa, Andrés Carrasco, Raúl Carrión, Cassandra Jewel Carrillo, Victoria Carrillo, Samuel Ivan Carrillo, David Carta. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mrs. Sandra Licon, board member, assisted by Mrs. Paula Hernandez. Giselle Carta, Ariel Cedillo, Lucero Esmeralda Cereceres, Salma Chávez, Eddie Ernesto Conde, Marcela Contreras, Aileen José Corona, Jonathan Coronado, Leslie de la Rosa, Alejandra de León, Ana Delgado, Chelsea Jacqueline Delgado, Jacqueline Díaz, Irán Díaz, Maribel Domínguez, Ariel Durán, Valerie Escajeda, Jacqueline Escárcega, Yvette Nicole Fernández, Adrian Fuentes, Alejandro Fuentes. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Fernie Madrid, Board Secretary, assisted by Mrs. Paula Hernandez. Stephen Galindo, Desiree Garcia, Jacqueline Yvonne Garcia, Leslie Garcia, David Garcia, José Garcia, Miguel Garcia, Obed Garcia, Fidencio Garcia, Jonathan Arturo Garcia, Laura Maritza Goita. Valerie Gomez. Leslie Gomez Velasco. Ashley Gonzalez. Bridget Gonzalez. Leslie Gonzalez. Alonso Gonzalez. Fernando Grado. Martín Griego. Beatriz Guerra Botello. Brandon Gutierrez. Carlos Gutierrez. Merari Cruz Guzmán. Nayeli Guzmán. Valeria Guzmán. Perla Heredia. Andrea Alexa Hernández. Gilberto Hernández. Jamie Giselle Hernández. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Armando Martinez, board member, assisted by Ms. Paula Hernandez and Ms. Claudia Hernandez. Juan Esteban Hernandez. Michelle Hernandez. Miguel Hernández. Ramón Hernández. Sarah Hernández. Jorge Holguín. Lorena Ituarte. Paola Jiménez. Valerie Corinne Juárez. Isaiah Daniel Juárez. Carla Vanessa Landeros. Idalí López. Najensi López. Jonathan Israel López. Edgar López. Ángel López. Juan Luis. Christian Luna. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Fernie Madrid, Board Secretary, assisted by Mrs. Claudia Hernandez. Ricardo Macías. April Madrid. Eduardo Maldonado. Esteban Maldonado Solís. Yesenia Maldonado. Daniel Martínez. Araceli Martínez Herrera. Valeria Medeles. Irving Armando Medeles. José Mendoza. Diego Mendoza. Lisette Mesa. Areli Montes. Francisco Montoya. Israel Morales. Crystal Destiny Moreno. Kevin Moreno. Yolanda Munoz. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Ramon Holguín, board member, assisted by Mrs. Claudia Hernandez. Meili Yamel Nájera. Liz Yaneli Ochoa. Angel Olivas González. Lidia Ortiz. Valerie Ortiz. Bernardo Ortiz. Andrew Michael Ortiz. Daisy Palomares. Ashley Pargas. Carlos Pérez. Jennifer Pérez. Lisbeth Pérez. Lisette Pérez. April Janet Piña. Andrés Piñón, Adrian Piñón, Guillermo Prieto, Aranza Ramírez, David Ramírez, Adán Rascón, Brian Regalado, Marlene Guadalupe Reyes, Gerardo Reyes. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Antonio Araujo, Board Vice President, assisted by Ms. Claudia Hernandez. Darko Robles, Ariel Star Rodriguez, Joanna Rodriguez, Brian Rodriguez, Paul Anthony Rodriguez, Brian Itel Rodriguez, Stephanie Rodriguez Ramirez, Cesar Román, Romero, Ruby Rosales, Yvette Ruelas, Beatriz Ruiz, Vanessa Ruiz, Magdalena Sainz, Vanessa Giselle Sainz, Jose Manuel Sainz, Erica Salcedo, Kimberly Araceli Samaniego, Kreshla Vanessa Sánchez, Jesús Humberto Sánchez, Odali Sauceda, Jaime Saucedo, Isaí Serna, Armando Serrano. Our next set of diplomas will be distributed by Mr. Fernie Madrid, Board Secretary, assisted by Mrs. Claudia Hernandez. Sergio Abraham Serrano, Victor Sierra, Rogelio Sigala, Ivani Silva, María Solano, Jacqueline Solis, José Pablo Solis, Lorly Soria, Daisy Torres, Humberto Torres, Pedro Torres, Álvaro Trujillo, Victoria Uribe, Mirea Valdés, Yasmín Valle, Lilibeth Valles, Jonathan Vasquez, Marilyn Maya Vasquez, Rebecca Vasquez, Fernanda Velázquez, Brian Hector Vélez, Christian Veloz, Daniela Villa, Paola Villanueva, Evelyn Villarreal, Dax Yates, Pedro Israel Zavala.
I would like to ask our school board vice president, Mr. Antonio Araujo, to please come up to the stage and certify the graduates.
As Vice President of the San Elizario Independent School District Board of Trustees, I now certify the graduates of class of 2017. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Araujo. And now we will have Madeline Carrasco deliver the valedictorian speech.
Good evening, San Elizario community, San Eli High School teachers, administration, and staff, and class of 2017. My name is Madeline Carrasco, and I stand before you, honored to be your valedictorian for the San Elizario High School class of 2017. Please give yourselves a big round of applause. Before I begin, I would like to share with you all the two most important people in my life. Their names are Mom and Dad. We did it. Mamá, papá, gracias. Una y mil veces gracias. Todo lo que soy ahora es por ustedes. Por ustedes, hoy me paro aquí representando lo que valoran. Todo lo que aspiro ser en el futuro es para ustedes. Víctor, Mariana, José y Gabriel son la motivación más grande para mí y la alegría de todos mis días. I love you. Class of 2017, as I prepared to write the speech, I racked my brain to find the right message. I realized that the main reason I am standing here today is due to a number, a grade point average. So I want this speech to be about you and the hard work that we have accomplished together. I have a wish that each and every one of the graduates here today understand what they represent. Peers, I hope you understand the immense power and potential you possess, a power I witnessed as your class vice president. I have been a witness to how extraordinary you all are, a yearning to go against the norm, to stand out, to stand up, and to speak up for what you believe in was evident to me after every class meeting and conversation we had. We have come a long way, from our days cheering at pep rallies with no more than 10 of us yelling our lungs out, to becoming the senior class that broke the sound barrier at this year's celebrations, louder than snare drums and wearing rainbow-colored spirit shirts, participating in every dress-up day without fear of making a fool out of ourselves for the sake of making memories. And here we are now, on the field, our last day together. Some of the greatest challenges we have faced as a class stem from differences in beliefs and mentalities, but to me, those differences can never signify a weakness of our identity, but are markers signifying that we, as a community of learners, choose to dialogue and be tolerant of the diversity we bring to the table. Those differences represent individuality. If there is one thing I understood after sitting in class and walking through halls with you for 4 years, is that we are never afraid to be different, and we were never afraid to share our story. As we prepare in these following moments to walk out with our diplomas, think about what having that diploma in your hand really means. What are you going to do with it? What lessons learned come with the diploma you now hold? What friendships are tied to that diploma? And how will you continue to share your story with the world? This is our time to be bold and unabating after years of being taught by only the most dedicated and hardworking individuals. For me, it comes from attaining your history as a student at San Elizario Independent School District, absorbing lessons that stretched far beyond the classroom from a myriad of people that had only one goal in mind: to provide the youth of San Eli with opportunities to prevail and overcome. At the age of 9, no textbook could have taught me what my favorite librarian did: that being bilingual should be embraced, as it meant I could make my voice reach many more people. At the age of 12, no amount of studying for a standardized test could have helped me discover what my 7th grade English teacher did: that my passion is learning and my strength exists in words and self-expression. And now, at the age of 18, it's impossible to recount all the things I've learned through the people of this community. It was never a history lesson or solving a mathematical equation that made me feel smarter or more important. It was a daily exchange of ideas with these people that changed and prepared me. Imagine what San Elizario would look like if all of you, all of the seniors sitting before me, took those lessons hidden in the advice and conversations of our teachers, mentors, families who have been with us every step of the way through academic and personal feats, and combined it with the relentless attitude we possess. What I see is a community that can charge through any prejudice, stereotype, label, and negative standard. That is what our presence here today exemplifies. It is only a small hint of what is possible if we take advantage of the education we deserve. I want all of us here today to leave with hope in our hearts and motivation in our minds, with no shadow of a doubt that for the following years, we have a whole community of educators that believe in us. I hope that we can continue to respect and preserve our individuality, all the while merging the diversity of stories to further strengthen our people. I hope that we continue to go against all odds and continue finding our passions and role in this world, so that we too can add our names to the long list of San Elizario success stories. I want us to work hard and become the next generation of teachers, leaders, professionals, artists, athletes, and anything and everything in between that will provide the hidden knowledge in everyday conversation. I want us all to take advantage of opportunity. Thank you, San Elizario, SEHS administration, and respective board members, awesome teachers and staff, and to you, class of 2017, for allowing me to grow and learn from you all. Thank you to that amazing 7th grade English teacher for helping me discover my passions and inspiring me to work hard every day. Thank you to our class sponsor, who taught me in the most subtle and kindest of ways that dedication and lending a listening ear to others will take you far in life. Thank you to my journalism teacher, who, like she always said, taught me everything I know. Well, she taught me that sometimes you have to go with your gut and be assertive in the fiercest of ways to reach success. Thank you to the student activities director, who taught me to face every day of hard work with nothing but a kind smile, enthusiasm, and a will to achieve. You are the people that truly lead by example. Inspire me to work hard every day, so maybe one day I can touch someone's life as you have mine. Thank you to our superintendent for forging the way for all of us here today to have a moment such as this night to celebrate our successes. Thank you to my best friends, because you have been with me every step of the way, and a friendship like ours is hard to find. Thank you to them and all the people that work their best day in and day out, so hard to provide us with an education and an endless number of opportunities to grow. I'm proud to be from San Elizario.
Thank you, Madeline. Please help me welcome our senior class president, Stella Adu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending our graduation and sharing this special moment with us. Before I begin my speech, I would like to address my family. Gracias por estar aquí el día de hoy. Hi, Mom. Okay, I would like to start off by thanking a group of very influential people. Influential to not only myself, but to every single one of the students sitting before me. I would like to thank teachers. Without these extraordinary individuals, none of us would even be here where we are right now. They have gone out of their way to ensure our success, and I believe they deserve recognition. Sorry. Teachers, even if you feel like you didn't impact a student's life, know that you absolutely did. Every one of us students has a teacher in mind that has an impact on us, and I can speak on behalf of my fellow students when I say we are eternally grateful. A lot of times you might feel like your hard work goes unnoticed, but there are always students watching and admiring, appreciating your efforts. Personally, without the help of several of my teachers, I wouldn't have grown as much as I have since my freshman year. I'd like to think that many of my peers have the same experience. So teachers, I thank you for being our mentors and reaching out to us. You are truly appreciated by the senior class. I would also like to give credit to the senior officers and our class sponsor because they all put in a lot of time and effort to make things work. Our sponsor always made sure we played our roles instead of doing the work for us. We all disagreed sometimes and got frustrated, but in the end, we worked together and tried to make it worth it, so thank you. Class officers for sticking together, and thank you to our sponsor for guiding us. Now, I would like to address the class of 2017. We've known each other for several years now, and we probably cringed at each other through our awkward teenage phases as we saw each other change and grow up. Maybe we hated each other at some point, but also stuck together at other times. And now that we've reached this point in our lives where we won't see each other 5 days out of the week for 8 hours a day, I can honestly say it will be weird to experience. Nonetheless, we literally grew up together in this small town that a lot of people look down upon and proved ourselves to be more than just average. And we've made history out of our school. I hope to come back eventually and remember that we did this together. I hope we were able to make your senior year fun. I hope you were able to enjoy it despite the troubles. Thank you all who constantly contributed and cared. We truly appreciate it. And thank you to all of you who enjoyed whatever we were able to put together. They might not have been the easiest 4 years for some. And for others, it may have been the time of their lives. But we are here now, and the next 4 years might even be harder. I hope you all can find a way to get through it and accomplish everything you aspire to do. And never forget where you came from and the people that got you here. Thank you and congratulations. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2017. At this time, seniors, please stand. Take your tassel and switch it from right to left. This is to symbolize that we are no longer high school seniors, but graduates. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Estella Odd. Seniors, we will now commence with our parade of the graduates while your senior class song plays.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm waking up at the start of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. Now I wonder what my life is gonna mean if it's gone. The cars are moving like a half a mile an hour, and I started staring at the passengers and waving goodbye. Can you tell me what was ever really special about me all this time? But I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. Well, I believe it all is coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. You can turn 10 o'clock, but I don't really know. And I can't remember caring for an hour or so. Started crying and I couldn't stop myself. I started running, but there's nowhere to run to. I sat down on the street, took a look at myself. Said, where you going, man? You know the world is headed for hell. Say your goodbyes if you got someone you can say goodbye to. I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come right now. Let's see how far we've come. I believe it all is coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. Let's see how far we've come. Yeah. Let's see how far we've come. It's gone, baby, it's all gone. There's no one in the corner and there's no one at home. Well, it was cool, it was just all cool. Now it's over for me and it's over for you. Well, it's gone, baby, it's all gone.